Hello everyone, today I have for you a vintage 1980s Soviet era Raketa 24-hour watch. We're going to talk about this watch a little bit today. It is a 39 millimeter watch. We'll pick it up here. 39 millimeter watch. The lug width on this piece is 41 millimeters and the thickness is a 12 millimeter watch. Now, I've seen this listed in catalogs under the model number 4788471. I've also seen it referred to as the Submarine or the Submariner watch, the Raketa Submariner watch. Now, it is a 24-hour sunburst dial, which we can see here. Nice. You see that sunburst dial? And that inner bezel ring that you see does indeed rotate. We'll take a look at that soon. It's a very, very clean face, featuring only Raketa above the watch hands. And below, very small, you can see, again being Soviet era, says made in the USSR. The movement in this piece is a 2623H, which we'll take a look at in a minute. It is a chrome-plated watch, you see here, but does have a stainless steel case back, and we'll pop that off and look at the movement in a minute. And as you can probably tell, there is no water resistance to this watch. Alright, so looking at the face, we do see that 24-hour dial quite immediately. It does take some getting used to, but it is easy to read once you get used to it. So if we look at the dial right now, we see it's telling us that it is 1447, which is indeed the time. If this were a regular watch, we'd be looking at it, it would tell us that it's about 747, so quite different. Again, it does take some getting used to. This watch was made with explorers in mind. Explorers, submariners. We did say it's sometimes referred to as the submarine watch. But it's designed for explorers, people who may be in a region where the sun might not be a direct indicator as to the time of day. So, for example, they'd be able to tell the difference between 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. Even if the sun isn't in its expected location within the sky. 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. look very differently to most of us, but if you're in a polar region where the sun may never set, 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. might look quite similar. So it does also feature a red, white, and blue inner bezel ring here. And it's segmented into four different 4-hour blocks. This would be very useful for someone working in 4-hour shifts, such as someone aboard a submarine, a submariner. And it's operated with the crown here at the 4 o'clock position, and it does rotate. We'll take a look at it here. So we can rotate this. And let's put it down at 12 o'clock here. So for example, if you were a submariner working the 12 to 4 watch, you'd also be working the noon to 4 watch, if that's the cycle that you maintain. And so here you are in the red, 12 to 4, 12 to 16. And opposite of that, you are also working the 00 to 04 watch, the 12 to 4 in the morning. So it does rotate both directions. And I do like to keep this at the 4 to 8 position. So we'll put that back there. There we go. So this would be really useful for someone in a submarine or aboard a ship or anywhere really where you're working 4-hour blocks like that. They can track their watch that way. The front crystal is plastic, you can hear. So it does scratch easily, and you can tell from the video here it is scratched up a bit, which adds to the patina, of course. If you desired it to be crystal clear, some simple plastic scratch remover would take those scratches right out, and you'd have yourself a nice clear crystal. All right, so let's take a look at the movement. We said it was a 26-23 movement, which we can see right there. It is a manual wind movement, so there is no rotor in this watch. Winding is accomplished with the crown at the 3 o'clock position here. Basically, again, just like a normal manual wind watch, you'll wind it till you feel resistance, and it'll be good for a day or two. One thing to look out for if you are interested in a watch like this is to look for the 2623H specifically. There are a lot of Franken watches out there which use a modified 2609 movement, which has been altered to create the 24-hour timekeeping that this watch movement does by nature. So this is an authentic movement, non-modified, and it is original to this watch. And then, so like I said, to set the watch here, we'll bring it back down. Simply turn the crown at the 3 o'clock position until you feel resistance and stop, and then it'll be good for, like I said, a day or two. The time setting is accomplished by pulling the crown out. There's no hacking seconds, and the crown only comes to one position. So we'll go ahead and set the time to the actual time, which is a few minutes behind, and push it back. So you saw no hacking seconds. The seconds hand continues to keep time while you adjust in one position only. All right, so there you have it, a quick overview of the Raketa 24-hour watch.